Imagine going from being on TV where you battling it out with other bad girls to now years later trying to battle it out in life and battle those bills. And you got people recording you trying to go viral and have a little moment so that they now can get famous. Can we talk about it?
Let's talk about it.
I'ma tell these niggas, come on, you can eat it up. Ain't no need to listen, you can be all in these guts. I ain't explaining shit to niggas, that's ridiculous. How you left for one to get mad when they finish up? I'ma get some dick today. No, it's fine. I'ma get some dick today. It's a vibe. I'ma get some dick today. We outside. I'ma get some dick today. Cause I'ma get some dick today. I'm gonna get some dick today. Cause I'ma get some dick today. I'm gonna get some dick today. Cause I'ma get some dick today. I'm gonna get some dick today. Cause I'ma get some dick today. I'm gonna get some dick today.
Let's get into it then.
Wait. Now I love y'all and I love doing YouTube, but y'all know YouTube be on that bullshit, and right now it's quite literally the motherfucking ghetto. And listen, if you know me from way back when, then you know it's two things about your girl. Number one, I hate being anybody's best kept secret. And number two, if it don't make dollars, it don't make Scott no motherfucking sense, ho. So with that said, the best way to help me help you and keep the fun going is to join the Patreon, baby. Now I know I've struggled with consistency and whatnot in the past. I get it. But listen, baby, when our creative fund is impacted, then that makes it hard for me to do the content that y'all love, whether that be story times, commentary, hell, even my motherfucking music. Like, it makes it extremely hard to do. So I'm telling y'all now, if you're only experiencing me through this platform, which is YouTube, then baby, you are only getting half of the tea. So head on over to Patreon to get the full Scott Santana experience. And also, because a lot of people have been asking me like, oh, Scott, when you bringing your story times back, oh, what happened to the laptop? What happened to those videos like from 2016? That channel that I have that I was doing story times on, that channel from 2016 is no longer. But here's the good thing about Patreon. Now it's 2023. I'm older. I'm 30 years old. Well, a whole different fucking gender now. But listen, how cool and exciting and fun would it be if I went back and I retold some of the old stories that you guys knew and loved from me, but from a grown and sexy 30-year-old mature perspective? Like, how dope would that be? So make sure that y'all go down to the description box, you click on the link to get to my Patreon, and y'all motherfucking subscribe, ho. Definitely make sure that y'all follow me on Twitter, okay? Because I swear I be over there talking to myself. Like, I be live reacting and live tweeting in real time to the fuck shit that y'all be putting on Beyonce's internet. So definitely make sure that you follow me on Twitter so you can keep up with the engagement and what's not. And definitely make sure that you stream my music too, okay? Because I talk shit, but I also write hits, okay? So don't be dumb, bitch, because you ain't dumb, bitch. Back to the video. What's going on, y'all? It's Scott Santana, aka Chi. And listen, I can't even do my normal type of intro. Y'all saw how I was a little bit shaky on the motherfucking pre-clip before the like, I could barely do my normal type of intro because these is the type of videos that kind of like piss me off. They really get under my motherfucking skin. But listen, we here to talk about the bullshit that y'all have put up onto Blue Ivy's good internet today. There's this video circulating that I saw on Twitter, right? And apparently it's on TikTok as well. So we're going to watch it on TikTok. But if you don't know who Tiana is, basically Tiana is a girl that was on Bad Girls Club season 11, which was kind of like a Miami reboot or back to Miami season that Bad Girls Club had did. And no, I'm not talking about Oxygen. I am talking about Oxygen. I'm not talking about Baddies that is now on Zeus. I'm talking about Bad Girls Club, BGC, like that was on Oxygen years ago. Now, Tiana was one of the mean girls on Bad Girls Club, right? She was one of the mean girls on Bad Girls Club. This was known to be one of those seasons where it was like a lot of people jumping, and pretty much the whole cast, aside from two people, which was Sarah and then one of the replacements whose names I cannot think of right now. Other than them two, like, people did not really fuck with the cast. It was more so one of those seasons where the main cast was a bunch of jumper hoes, and we look forward to the replacements that came in because the replacements gave us life and ended up being the stars of the show, so on and so forth. So on this original season, Tiana was not liked. She was known as a bully. She was kind of like the bully of the house, the leader of the house, the one that was, in charge of the girls. But she ended up coming back later on once Bad Girls Club, did their little spinoff Bad Girls Star, All Battle, or whatever the fuck y'all remember the goddamn shit, right? They did a little, I Love Money style reality type of competition where they had all the bad girls in the house and fighting for money, whatever. And when we saw her come back for All Star Battle, it was like, okay, look at Tiana now. Like, oh my God, she's actually likable now. She's not really as much of a bitch as we thought she was. And she was real apologetic, real, like, put it this way, her and Sarah got to the point where they became the best of motherfucking friends. Like, they became the best of motherfucking friends. They even was in a secret alliance, okay? If you go back and watch the show, you might not even recognize all of that's happening on the show. But afterwards, they both came out and said, listen, any problems that we had during our original season on 11, a Bad Girls Club, we squashed that shit and we actually came into the house in a secret alliance. So we had each other's back all the way through. And that much was kind of fucking evident in the editing and, based off what the girls ended up placing. The point is that before we even get into this video, because I know some people are automatically going to try to be like, oh, well, karma. Oh, well, da-da-da-da-da. And true, while you cannot necessarily say when karma's going to come, when shit hits the fan, I mean, it is what the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what the fuck it is. And you can't necessarily say how long it's going to happen for or when it's going to happen. But at the end of the day, we're talking about somebody who, yes, she was a bully in her original season, but her and Sarah had already patched things up and mutually had agreed to move on and had even become friends. So with the video that we about to get into, let's just take a motherfucking look, okay? Let's just take a motherfucking look. So there was this video circulating on Twitter, like I said. Now it's on TikTok, and it is from a fan who spotted Tiana working at a Starbucks.
Do you remember Tatiana from Bad Girls Club? Tiana. When I ordered my thing, I knew who you were. Then I seen your and she's pregnant. Your body is banging still. I loved you in Miami. So what are you doing in Atlanta?
No, I'm figuring it out right now.
Are you gonna act and stuff?
No, I wasn't. Honestly, I'm supposed to be
Are you gonna be back on Bad Girls? I mean on Zeus? Yeah. I don't want you fighting.
Wait till I give birth.
Yeah, you don't need to be on there. Go to the studios and do film.
Yeah, I should.
I knew your voice when you said that. That Brooklyn, was it Brooklyn? Harlem accent, yeah. And where's that Spanish girl that was from New York too?
Gigi.
Yeah, do you still talk?
She's still in New York.
Do you still talk to her?
Yeah, she got a baby and everything.
And what about the girl that lived out here with the big butt and she was fake, Sarah?
That's my boo.
Does she still live out here?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love you. I'm proud of you, honey. You get benefits here and stuff.
Yeah, no.
Honey, you got to do what you got to do.
Right,
but you're already famous, honey, so let them have it. Bad Girls Club, hopefully see you on TV soon. Yes. Bye, baby. Bye.
That damn video, listen, it's the shade for me. It's the shade for me. Like, literally from the first motherfucking comment, oh, what's your name, Tatiana? No, nigga, you know damn well her name is Tiana. Okay, then to naming all the different girls who she has jumped, who she has got into it with, who she has fought in the goddamn house, right? And then you decide to mention the fact that, oh yeah, you was on TV. Oh, you supposed to be famous now. Oh, where the money at? Oh, you at this job with the benefits. And it's just like, why do y'all do that? 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 And see, this is one of those situations where it's kind of just like, it reminds me of how the Kardashians breathe and y'all get upset. It reminds me of when these celebrities go through anything and it's just like, there's no type of empathy because they got billions and we all dealing with real life problems that you somehow believe like the money that you have eliminates any fucking problems that you have. And so there's no fucking human connection. And I just don't fucking get it. I will never fucking get it. It feels like people are so miserable to the point where it's like everyone is always trying to humble the next person. You feel that upset about your life. You're that fucking miserable with whatever it is that you have going on that you feel like you have to go and humble the next person or make the next person feel beneath you. And you can tell by his language, by his verbiage that at some point in time, obviously he may have looked up to her, whether he actually liked her on the show or not. Clearly that was somebody that was on TV. So to him, in his eyes, oh, you're supposed to be doing, better than me. You're supposed to be more well off than me. And now you're at Starbucks. Like, he didn't have to say it, but he said it in so many words without fucking saying it. Like, we need to get you back on TV. Oh, at least you got this job now and you got the benefits. And shout out to fucking Tiana, because she easily could have reached across that fucking drop through and slapped the shit out of him. Easily. Especially if you notice her fucking, like the way that she felt so uncomfortable. She was visibly shaken up, visibly uncomfortable by the fact that this man, this grown ass man who sounded white, grown ass man, had his phone out recording her without her fucking permission, only to then obviously go and spread that shit on the internet. Like, you could tell that she already knew in her head, like, okay, I already know what this motherfucker trying to do. Let me play it safe. Like, I got this job. And listen, a lot of y'all don't understand. And we can say it's the Bad Girls' fault. We can say whatever. But we talking about Bad Girls Club, which is like one of the original reality shows from 10 years ago and whatever. But like, at the end of the fucking day, a lot of these motherfuckers that signed up on these shows, they realized later that it was going to cost them. And Tiana, you can clearly tell that she's one of those girls who kind of maybe thought her life was about to take off, and then it did it, and then she had to just kind of adjust, like we all have had to do. So this isn't helping it. This doesn't help it, especially when you go on a show like Bad Girls Club that is known to have a reputation. You're known to go on that show and be fighting and cursing and doing all of these wild fucking things. Like, a lot of girls that was on Bad Girls Club have spoken out several times about all the things that they've had to face dealing with employment, dealing with jobs, dealing with people not wanting to hire them because of not even like, and it could be easily somebody that was on the show and did absolutely nothing. Just being attached to that Bad Girls Club brand, period. Being attached to that Oxygen, Bunna Murray brand, period. Unless it was like the Kim Kardashians and you know, the whatever that show is. Jobs and shit don't care about that shit. They did not and do not. And so the fact that she was even able to land a job like Starbucks, which some would call it corporate, some would call it like fast food. Last time I tried to work for Starbucks, they told me I needed to have a natural color hair, and my hair was blonde. I guess it's not natural black. Listen, we're not even going down that rabbit hole, but like, okay, if they wouldn't hire me based off my hair color, like, who knows what type of shit she may have had to go through to get that job, or who even knows if the management or whoever hired her even knew about her prior history, right? Who even knows if they even knew that she was on reality TV, and now here you are with your phone out trying to blow it up and expose her, and then now she about to be on the street tomorrow, or she about to be without a job tomorrow. Like, like, my mind is all over the place, because it's just like shit like this like really fucking frustrates the shit out of me, because when motherfuckers are nobodies, that's when everybody loves them. And oh my God, you're so amazing. And you saved my life. And this, that, and the third. And then it's like, once you start seeing motherfuckers get a little bit too big for your liking, then you want to pull them down. You want to see them fall from grace. And then as they're falling from grace, it's like there's no type of remorse. There's no type of empathy. There's no type of nothing, because it's like, well, you made it out. You got more money than me. We can no longer relate. Not even on a human level, we can no longer relate. Like, as though we don't all get depressed. We don't all get mad. We don't all get sad. We don't all get frustrated. Like, it just bothers me. It just bothers the fuck out of me, because it's just like, well, damn. God forbid you have a fucking bad day, and the next thing you know, you all over the motherfucking internet, and the whole world is trolling and laughing at something that you going through, when very well the next day they could be going through the same shit. Like, has 2020 taught us nothing? Has COVID taught us nothing? Like, really, has it? A whole fucking virus came through and swept the entire fucking world, to the point where motherfuckers was isolated without a job, depending on the government. All of these different things happening simultaneously. But yet now, 3 years later, we want to sit and act like we don't know what it's like to be going through a hard time. We want to act like we don't know what it's like to have life kicking your ass. We want to sit and act like we don't know what it's like to have bills to pay and then not know what the next, like, I just will never fucking understand it. I will never understand it. And I just feel like people who try and do these calculated weird ass things where it's like you want to take down these celebrities or these influencers or these people of just influence and culture, period. Like, you try to take them down, or you try to humble them. Like, you need therapy. You need therapy. You need therapy. Because 9 times out of 10, what ends up happening is that while you're sitting here trying to go viral for TikTok, while you're sitting here trying to make a moment and get your licking and get your 15 minutes of fame, what's going to happen is that God is going to protect her. And she's going to land even bigger opportunities than what you ever thought that she could have. That's usually the way that it fucking works. Look at the nigga that y'all sat and tried to clown. The one that was working at, what was the grocery store, the supermarket that y'all sat and tried to clown because he was no longer on a TV show and y'all hadn't seen him since like an old black sitcom, and then he ended up on Tyler Perry like that next fucking year? Or was it Power he ended up on? I feel like it was both. Because I feel like he's the one who helped Tariq with Ghost Will. But like my point still stands, it's just like that whole culture, like there's a stan culture and then there's also a culture of people who do a little bit more than just the average trolling, but it's just like this hate, this venom, this just evilness there. And I will never fucking understand it. I will never, ever fucking understand it. I will never fucking understand it. Let me go ahead and look at the motherfucking comments. See what the comments are saying. The way that I wouldn't have even noticed her. She handled that well, even though he threw the shade. Child, she did not want to talk. Like, right. Like, you could tell, like, she did not want to fucking talk. You could tell that she was a little bit embarrassed, and that's totally okay. Because you're not expecting to be at work and have somebody just pull up with their phone out. Like, and it's not even a fact of the girl being on TV before, because anybody can be like, okay, well, she's on TV. She's had money. Like, we all know that them reality shows will not pay. And then a lot of the girls that have gone on a show, they ended up regretting it after, even though Tiana, okay, she was on TV technically 3 times, really 2, because after Bad Girls All-Star Battle, then she went on to do Baddies, the pre-season of Baddies, like where they were still shopping it around and they did the little OnlyFans. It was a scam season of Baddies, okay? But it was like the Baddies soft launch that helped them get to deal with Zeus or whatever. Like, she was doing that, but you could tell then, even with all the drama and shit that was going on with that situation a couple of years ago, you could tell then that she was really pressed for money or trying to figure out, okay, what's my next opportunity? What are we going to do? How can I take this fame and leverage it? Because to have gotten involved with all of that whole baddie scandalness that happened 2-3 years ago before they landed the Zeus still, that should tell you a lot, because Natalie was scamming those girls. Literally had them posted up in a fucking Airbnb, promising the world, only to put out 2 videos of them in the tub and filling on each other naked and shit like that onto OnlyFans. It was an absolute fucking mess. Bad girls are regular people. Who so happened to be on TV 10 years ago? Most are out here working regular jobs are not reliving the past. Like, yeah, like, damn, hey, a job, but didn't just win 100K. I know it's not millions, but I would have started selling hair or something. That's you though. Like, see, and that's another thing too. Like, everybody is so quick to always be like, oh, I would have did this in that position. I would have did that. Like, and then you think 100K and then you automatically think 100K. Like, there's a fucking, and I might even do a fucking video on this, but like this little interview that Scarlett, the little rapper, well, not little like Shade, but like, you know, the rapper with the Scarlett that has been going viral recently, you know, for her song about being from New York or whatever. She has an interview that's going viral with DJ Vlad. Why she sat down with him, I don't fucking know. But she got an interview that's going viral right now with DJ Vlad where she's literally flabbergasted because this is her first time hearing somebody explain and break it down to her that just because a label offers you $1 million, does that mean that that's $1 million cash in your pocket? And she's not understanding, oh, that's a loan. It's kind of the same shit with these reality TV shows and these reality stars. It's like, okay, if you get 100K, then at least like a good 1/3 of that is about to be taxed. It's going to be taxed. Unless the IRS is going to be on that ass. So if you get 100K, it's really probably about like 65 because you're going to have to give at least 1/3 to half of that up to go and pay taxes, right? And then, okay, let's say you got like 50K left, okay? Like, you never know what somebody was going through. Like, if you went through Bad Girls once and then you came back for a second time after seeing the first time, you couldn't get a job, you didn't really become that famous, like, you're probably only going to come back to All-Star Battle for the check. You don't know what the girl was going through. She could have been going through maybe school and she wanted to pay off school. Maybe she had sick relatives, you know, maybe she was sick her damn self. Like that money could have went any fucking way. So it's easy for anybody to sit down and be like, oh, I would have invested. I would. The point blank is that shit was like 10 years ago. Okay. Woulda, shoulda, coulda, she didn't. So what did she do? She went back to a regular fucking job. And now she's working, trying to live her life. And last thing that she needs is motherfuckers coming up to her goddamn job with a phone in her goddamn face. And now she has to play fake nice to keep her job and to maintain her image. Because she can easily be fired if the manager found out that she used to be on a show where they was fighting each other. That's why I say that shit is evil. It's absolutely fucking evil. It's absolutely fucking evil. And it's just fucking insane that people do shit like that. And I can go on and on and on, but I'm not. Definitely let me know. Like, what the fuck did y'all think about that shit? Let me know that in the comments below. Let me fucking know. Because shit like that just fucking pains me. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. And that's why now it's like I'm even at a point where I did the entertainment shit before, then did the spirituality shit. Now it's like, okay, let's bridge the two gaps. Like, let's bridge entertainment with the spirituality. Because for a long time, I wanted to separate the shit. Like, I wanted to separate the shit. I'm like, okay, you got your ratchet folks, and you got your righteous folks. And, you know, ratchet might not be righteous, and righteous might not be ratchet. Let's keep it separate, right? Kind of like high school, you got like two different group tables. You got the cool people over here, and you got the widows over here. And now it's just like, no, it's shit like this that tells me every fucking day, oh no, we need to work on combining it. We need to work on combining it because it's just regular fucking human principles, like spirituality, empathy, like compassion. Like people are lacking these things. And it's the entertainment industry and the entertainment world, period. And it's not just Hollyweird. It's not just Hollyweird. So people that's consuming that content as well. I don't know. I really don't fucking know. But definitely let me know what the fuck y'all thought about that shit down in the motherfucking comment box below. Like, child.
Baby, we don't have time to waste. I'm trying to take it to my